Audio test 1, 2, 3. Pause. And then we talk again. That's the one. What, do I need to stand like more over here for the vertical version? That's what they want, huh? Give the people what they want. New sign in? Yeah, that's normal. Well. What do we have here? We are on day 6. Data entry. Oh, I hate data entry. But that's okay. We're gonna be just fine. Here's the pop-out chat. There it is. Put it on this end. Yes, very good. Live chat. Wunderbar. Over here. My chat. Pop-out chat. Wunderbar. Put it right there. Yes! This is what I'm talking about, mate. This is good. This is really good. Really, this is what we gotta do right. I'll go back to OBS real quick. We're gonna unpause this. Whoa, what are you doing there, mate? You're like over here, I think. Yes. And yes, this is where we're at. This is where we gotta be. Alrighty. Let's get it started, man. Perfect. We got the chat over here, and we got what we got to do over here. So let's make a spreadsheet. Woo! All right, we're gonna call this 20 sets a week data sheet. So original. I love it. How are we gonna do this? Well, the same way it's on our notebook, I think. Our little handy dandy Staples 1 subject notebook, college rolled 70 sheets, 8-inch by 10.5 inch, which is also 20.3 centimeters by 26.6 centimeters, distributed by Staples Inc. Notebook, may I add. So here we go. Monday, day 1, January 26, 01/26/2026. Very good. What do we have? Time. Time is what we have. Time is what does not change. And we all know that based on the Y and the X, sorry, I was gonna say variables, but the ranges, the lines, the ranges, X is not a variable and never changes, but Y does. X is time. It cannot be stopped. It keeps going. So therefore, we're going to have on the X-axis the time, which is dates. What else does not change? Sets. But that's all right. We're gonna work with this. So this is X. We're just trying to figure out how we're going to lay out our table for the data, right? Yes, very important. We have to do that. Okay. So now I'm ergonomically placed in my chair, and let's do some data entry. What is shared within these dates? We need to have our sets. Set 1. And the beautiful sheets is so smart. It's so goddamn smart that just by me putting set 1, it already knows. Fill in the rest. Yes! Very good. Now, here's the thing. Should we break it down even further so that we have like a table for the week and then within that table for the weeks? Because then we can see the overall data based on a weekly basis. But then if we wanted to see the data within that week, in the day, the exercise day, the 7 sets, 6 sets, the 7 sets again on Friday, we can. Or is that too convoluted? Should I just, Felix, just shut the fuck up and put the goddamn data? All right, I'll do that. All right, we did, but then we also have to know how many we have in the tank. We have set, tank. We have so many variables we're tracking. We're tracking the weight, how much we have in the tank, and how many reps in the set based on that day. Should it be based off the week? What do I do here? That's all right. Set 1. Yes, this is telling me how this data should be done. We're going to copy this and then we're going to transpose this data over here. Special transposed. Very good. Does that make sense? No. No, it doesn't. We need to have different tables. We can't have it all in one. We're always gonna have 0 in the tank. Why am I putting in the tank? Why does it matter? I'm not gonna have any in the tank. I'm not supposed to have it in the tank. So why am I even keeping track of that? Am I doing it because at some point we are gonna change our training style and maybe we'll have a training method halfway through where we don't train till failure and we train to having 3 in the tank? Is that why I'm measuring this? I'm also measuring the weight. That matters. To correlate the data point towards the weight. What do we do? What do we do? Let's go to Google. Let's talk to ChatGPT, our good friend. We are going to ask it some things. We're going to talk to it. Hello there, can you hear me?
Hey, loud and clear. What's up?
Wow, that was fucking loud. Let me lower the volume.
No worries, all good. Let me know when you're set.
Okay.
Awesome. Ready when you are.
Check this shit out, bro. We're doing an experiment where I'm working 20 sets a week. Pretty impressive, right? Not. It is not. It is not. It's not. Do not reply yet. I'm not done talking. So,
Gotcha.
I told you not to respond and you responded. God damn it. Do you not fucking listen? All right, hold on. You know what? Redact all I said. It is okay. I forgive you. Check this out. We are doing an experiment where we are doing 20 sets a week to see how that compares to my previous growth. But here's what's funny. There's no way for us to tell what my previous growth is other than what I currently am and the time it took me to reach where I currently am. But that's okay. Do not worry about that. We're just going to see, this is going to be the first data entry that we're going to have. This is what I really need your help with. Everything else I said is fucking irrelevant. What I need your help with is I have this data set where I work out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I have the dates of the days I trained. And I have the sets. Set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on Wednesday, we only do 6 sets because the whole point is we're supposed to do 20 sets. So 7 on Monday, 7 on Friday, that's 14 plus the 6th from Wednesday gets us to 20. Does that make sense so far? Good. Now, this is what we're going to be doing. I need to figure out how I'm going to input all of this data into my Google Sheets worksheet for data entry. Should I have different tables for the different things I'm measuring? What is the best type of table for us to use? For example, I have the date so that we can put and correlate those data points towards that date, that week, that day of the week we did work. I have the set, and within that one set, we count the amount of reps we reached, how many we had left over in the tank, and the weight we were pushing.
All right, let's break it down into a clear structure. You can organize your Google Sheet with columns for each key piece of data. First, date, the specific date you trained. Day of the week, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, to track which day's routine it was. Second, set number, the set you performed 1 through 7 on Monday and Friday, 1 through 6 on Wednesday. Reps, the number of repetitions completed in that set. RIR, reps in reserve, how many reps you had left in the tank after completing the set. Third, weight, the weight lifted for that set. This layout will give you a straightforward way to log each training session. You can use filters or pivot tables to analyze your progress over time. If you're tracking different metrics like different exercises or body parts, you could add another column for the exercise name or muscle group. Let me know if you want to refine anything or if you need help setting it up.
Okay, so what am I putting on the columns and on the rows? I'm about to start the first data entry for the first 3 days of exercise that I have here on my trusty dandy one subject notebook from Staples, college rolled 70 sheets, 8-inch by 10.5-inch, which is also 20.3 centimeters by 26.6 centimeters, distributed by Staples Inc.
All right, let's get those columns set up. For each row, you'll enter a single set's data. Here's the structure. 1. Date. 2. Day of the week. 3. Set number. 4. RIR, reps in reserve. Each row corresponds to one set. So if you did 7 sets on Monday, you'd have 7 rows for that date, each with its own set number, reps, RIR, and weight. This way, you can easily track and analyze your progress over time. Go ahead and start entering the data from your notebook, and let me know if you need any more help.
So you want me to put date, days of week, set number, reps, RIR, and weight in the columns and not in the rows.
Exactly. Each column will represent one of those categories, like date, day of the week, set number, etc. Then each row will contain the specific data for a single set on a particular day. That way, you can easily add new entries and analyze your workout data over time.
Columns are the vertical ones, right? Not the horizontal ones.
Yep, that's right. Columns run vertically and rows run horizontally. So each piece of data, like the date, set number, reps, etc., will go under its respective column. Then each row will capture all the details for one set.
So shouldn't I be putting that stuff on the rows because those things don't change in a way that defines what isn't changing, the date? But what does change is well, hold on. The reps do change. The weight does change. The set doesn't change. Because I'm trying to think this in terms of like the X range doesn't change. It's constant. You cannot change it. But the variable is the y-axis. The y-axis is what can go up and down depending on the thing. So I'm trying to figure out, I want the data that changes to be going down in the rows because it's going to be much easier to go down on a table than to go across the page to read the data. Or am I wrong?
I see what you mean. You're thinking about it in terms of constants and variables. Since the date and day of the week are consistent for each session, they'll repeat for each set on that day. Meanwhile, the set number, reps, RIR, and weight will vary and go down the rows for each set. So in this setup, columns define the type of data, like date, day of the week, set number, etc. Rows hold each individual entry, each set you performed. This way, it's easier to scroll down and see all the sets for a particular day, and you can still filter or sort by date or day of the week. It's a common approach for tracking workout data efficiently.
Show me an example.
Sure thing. Here's a simple example of how your sheet could look. Date, day of the week, set number, reps, RIR, weight libs. 25/07/14, Monday today, 1. 25/07/14, Monday today, 2, 150. 25/07/14, 3, 9, 155. 25/07/14, 4, 155. 25/07/14, 5, 0, 160. 25/07/14, 6, 0, 160. 25/07/14, Wednesday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 0, 155. 25/07/14, Wednesday, 3, 0, 155. 25/07/14, Wednesday, 5, 0, 161.
All right, chill, dude. I get it. Here's the thing. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I was trying to get you to help me with. But it honestly felt like you were trying to tell me that I should have date, day of the week, set number, reps, RIR, and weights on the column, not on the row. So that meant that the information was gonna be all weird and slinky. But now you're showing me the opposite. Or did I misheard you?
I get where the confusion came from. My bad if it sounded like I was suggesting something else. The setup I showed you is exactly what you wanted. The column headers are date, day of the week, set number, reps, RIR, and weight, and each row is one set's data. That way everything lines up neatly and you can track each session easily.
Okay, very good. What do I call you? What is your name?
You can just call me ChatGPT, or whatever you prefer.
What is my name? What do you call me?
I know you as Felix Martin. If there's something else you'd like me to call you, just let me know.
Chat. Chat. What should she call us? How should she refer to us as? That's what I need to know. All right. Let's do this. Let's do it this way. Date, then everything else. And okay. Yes, of course. We got date. We also have day of the week. Sure. Set. Ooh, that's gonna be a little fucking tiring, but that's all right. Ah, do I want to do it that way though? I'll work both. I'm not gonna put RR, I'm gonna put tank. I'm gonna be different and edgy that way. Wait, okay. The way I like to do it would be like this. Where we have, I had like set, right? One. And then I do the 7. And then that means over here we would have date. We would have all that other information. Like that. We pull off over here on this end. Oh, for fun. A special transposed. Very good. I see. That's not gonna work very well. Yep, it's starting to make a lot more sense now. Date, day of the week, set, reps, tank, weight. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, dokies. Okay, good. Set 1. I guess it'll be set 20. Yeah, that's gonna be the first week. The first one's gonna be Monday. We're gonna have a Monday again. Be the first 7 days. And we're gonna have Wednesday. We're gonna have Friday. They're full. We're gonna have Oh, isn't that nice? We started our first day on January 26, 2026. That's pretty cool. Eh. Boom, boom. And then the next date was the 28th. Two days later, the 30th. Very good. Okay. Reps. Finally. 14.75. 11.5. 12.75. 8.5. 15.5. And 13. Let's confirm. 14 3/4. 11 and a half. Okay. 17 3/4. Oh. 3/4. Good. What in the world? I missed one. 12.7. This is why we confirm our data. You see, we did something wrong. 8.5, 13.5, and 13. Now here we go from the bottom. 13, 13, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 8 and a half, 8 and a half, 12.75, 12.75, 7.75, 7.75, 11 and a half, 11 and a half, 14.75, 14.75. Tank, of course, 0. Wait, 135. And then we did 115. And then we did 95. Wonderful. Okay, set 8, which I should start naming them that way in my notebook as well, huh? Here we go. We did 13.5. I think I should. There we go. All right, perfect. Tank, obviously this is all going to be 0. So let's just go ahead and do that. I think we can repeat this pattern on this day. No, we didn't even repeat the pattern on that day. Here was a little bit different, I think. That's date time. Just double check that Wednesday. 35, 35, 15, 15, 95, 95. 35, 35, 35, 15, 15, 95. Okay, cool. Set 1, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, good. Set 2, 8 and a half, 8 and a half, that's good. Set 3, 10 and a half, that's good. Set 4, we did 8. Set 5, we did 17. Set 6, 10 and a half. Good. Okay, so now let's confirm this data from the bottom. Set 6, 10 and a half, 10 and a half. Set 5, 17, 17. Set 4, 8, set 4, 8. Set 3, 10 and a half, 10 and a half, set 3, yes. 8 and a half, set 2, 8 and a half, set 2. Set 1, 13 and a half, set 1, 13 and a half, good. 135, 135, 135, 135, 115, 115, 115, 115, 95, 95, 95, 95. Good. Now, Friday. What was the weight we were moving? We moved 135, 135, did 115, 115, 115, 115, then 105. That is so funny. Okay. Set 1, 13.5. Good. 8. Good. Set 3, 12.5, 12.5, set 3, good, 9.5, set 4, 9.5, 9. Oh, 5, set 4, set 5, 12, and then 9, then 12. Okay, cool. This is the data we have so far. All right, not bad. We have the data here, we have the dates. Interesting. Why doesn't it look like the other one? It's bothering me that they don't look the same. Even though they mean the exact same thing. Still bothers me. Wasn't weird that way, bro. That's why. Okay. Perfect. Do we need the day of the week on this day, man? I don't think we do. I think we got it. I might not show that, but let's put it on a table so far. Insert chart. Like the different type of chart here. It's not working. What is this? The x-axis is the date. Series. Yes, that is correct. We have multiple series here. We don't need to have day of the week. We can get rid of that. Series is not date. Reps. There we go. Okay, so we got reps. Got tank. Got weight. Ah. Okay. We have the x-axis. Now, I guess the x-axis is also the date. It's also the set. We got reps. Weight. Always 0, so that's good. Okay, yeah, that's right. It's gonna be B. My bad. Hold on. It's not B. C sets. Reps and weight. I need to have multiple things. Okay. The hell did I just do? There we go. Okay. I guess we should start off by saying like, what do I want to see? I want to see the sets, each one, two, each set, first set compared to each other based on the work week. So here we go. Let's write it down. Okay. I would like to see the data of how each set compared to its previous set from the week. So the X is set 1 has it's a bar graph. It's a bar graph. Insert a graph. And it's going to be a bar graph. It's going to be a column graph. Here we go. Column chart like this. And get rid of everything. Remove. Move. Okay, so the X is going to be set 1. And it's going to be the reps. So if we want to see this data in comparison, okay, it's going to have to be the other way I want it, which is set 1 set go down to 7. And it's going to be the date. That's going to be the only difference in the marker. 6, 8, 30. Go. There we go. Yep. See, there we go. That makes a lot more sense now. Way more sense. Now this is more of like what I wanted to see. Set 1. Okay. Set 2. Set 3. Set 5 is very out of everywhere. But that makes sense though, because halfway through the week, set 5 was a weight of 95 pounds, and over here was 115, and over here it was 115. So that makes sense why that skyrocketed. Okay. Okay. This is what we're looking at. Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, Swabby? Woo! Damn, how you doing, man? So there was a clear drop on Monday, but then Wednesday and Friday stagnated. Good. So I'm seeing a lot of. I'm actually good with this. I feel good about this week. These are the same. Good man, good man. I'm trying to see that she made me feel like I'm at work. Hell yeah! Don't you just love it, bro? I fucking love it, man. The best thing in this world. Get so excited looking at these sheets, man. Love to see it. Hell yeah. So it's looking good, man. I'm in a deficit, and so far my strength isn't going down. There was a clear difference between Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, I outperformed on the first set, but that kind of makes sense because I was super loaded on glycogen and I was ready to fucking rock and roll. And it was like a one-off thing. And also, I wasn't doing the best thing for Sunday, always recovery day. Always, 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 always. I wasn't really doing the best form, so I was recruiting other muscle groups I wasn't supposed to. So that's why the first set on Monday was like, woo! But I'm glad to see that Wednesday and Friday there wasn't a continuation on a decline of reps, if not the same. So to me personally, for my standards, whenever I have somebody going on a deficit and they're not going down in reps and they're maintaining, that is huge for me. I'm like, holy shit, bro, you're not losing strength, but think about this, you're losing body fat and muscle mass. That's kind of crazy. You're supposed to be losing strength. So, yeah, man, this is kind of cool. And then check this out. Friday, Wednesday was a pretty cool day because Wednesday we can only do 6 sets because we're doing 7 on Friday. Because we're also doing 7 on Monday. We're hitting 20 sets, working sets. My dumbass, if you go on YouTube, you'll be able to see it where I was working out on Friday. It's so funny, it got saved. I was like, you know what, guys? There's clear data here showing that when I jump down to 95 pounds on the incline, my reps skyrocket almost to like fucking 20. And I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm not trying to go that high. So instead of dropping down to 95, we're gonna go up to 105. And I took off the 35-pound plates on each fucking side. I put on the 25s, and then I put a 5, and then I put a 5 again, and then I went to the other side and repeated that. And I did not realize that I took off a 35-pound plate, put on a 25, and another 10, so I had 35 pounds again on the bar. And my dumbass thought I had 105, but the placebo effect kicked in. Because the previous set, before I went down to supposedly to 105, I hit 9.5 reps. I gave myself a 4-minute rest instead of the 3, and we hit 12 reps, 3 more than previously. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? So, here we go, man. I like that. That was a great day, especially when their fat to muscle ratio check confirms. Exactly. Isn't that crazy, bro? Dude, 100%. Happens to the best of us, bro. Oh, man. But yeah, this is good. I'm using this time right now, my rest time. Do some data entry. You know, we have the time. Something else better for us to do. I love the weekends. I just get to lay down in bed and do nothing. Prepare myself for the coming weekend. So yeah, this is good, man. This is good shit. I got all the data. This is a little too much right here, but you know what? I'm doing a different, I have to do it again so I can see it this way to really compare it to each other. I have to do it this way right here, but the really overall master one's right over here. Good shit, man. So glad you're here. Got hella clients coming up for spring and summer. Oh yeah, you got to prepare for that thing. You got to prepare. It's what people don't understand is you got to use the first quarter to plan and get ready for the second quarter. If you're in the second quarter and you're barely planning for the second quarter, you're finishing up the first quarter and planning the second, nah. You gotta start the first quarter, planning the second quarter, and keep going from there. And that is how you fucking do it, man. That is how you fucking do it. That is how you do it. But yeah, perfect. I'm glad you agree. I'm glad we speak the same language, man. That makes me feel really good, warm and fuzzy, that there's somebody out there that understands, you know, that gets it. That feels so good. I like that. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keeping track of this, trying to figure out how we should measure this data. I'm just gonna keep inputting it here. At first, I was doing like set 1, and I put set 20 first week, but then I was like, well, I want to compare the first set of each time I go, you know? Set 1 for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, compare it, not have it as set 1, 8, and freaking, what is it, like 7, 15 or something. 13. So that's the move, man. That's the move. Drop your socials, bro. I'd love to give you a follow. Hell yeah. Trainers think like trainers, lol. But yeah, that is always needed. 100%. Swellbean, drop your Instagram, bro. I want to follow you, bro. I want to give you as much support as I can. Hell fucking yeah. This is going to be great. But this is where we're at right now. Gonna have to keep inputting data. I'm so fucking excited for this. I am really excited for this. Hell fucking yeah. I'm interested to know, man. I like to do, what is it? Absolutely, man. I stream a few times a week, but yeah, I'm gonna drop a follow. Yeah, let's go. Woo! I'll give a follow too, dog. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get it. What was I gonna tell you? Yeah, so something I think is fucking amazing. This blows my fucking mind. When you calculate the 2-to-1, you know, just one of the many tools in your tool belt, if you calculate a 2-to-1 ratio between carbs and protein, isn't it crazy how sometimes it falls well within the perfect caloric intake for that individual of their stature and height, of their height and weight, or where they're supposed to be? It doesn't always, but when it does, it's like, it's fucking magic, bro. You go like, all right, you're gonna eat this much carbs, this much protein for what you're trying to achieve. And oh fuck, would you look at that? It's like right where you have to be in caloric intake to also accomplish your goal. Isn't that fucking amazing, Jeff? Fuck yeah, Jeff. You're gonna have a great time, brother. It's the best, bro. But right now I'm gonna cut. So I'm gonna, dude, you're telling me I found out I was diabetic in college and changed my whole plan to cut? Go, no way! No fucking way, bro. That is crazy. In college, you found out you were diabetic? Dude, that is nuts, man. Holy crap. Dude, you're telling me. Dude, it was crazy. I dropped 60 pounds. Fuck, dude, that is insane. That is fucking insane, man. That is badass. Hell yeah. Healthy. Hell yeah, of course. Healthy, of course. 100%. 100%. We don't want too much rapid weight loss. Dude, do you ever have those conversations where you have somebody that's trying to lose like 60 pounds and they're trying to lose it because skinny fat sucks? It does, but yeah, I'm a cut as well. Doesn't it suck, bro, when you have somebody that's like trying to lose 60 pounds and trying to lose it within a month? So then you go like, okay, so let's do some quick math. That means you're trying to lose 5 pounds a month, because if you're trying to lose 60 in a year and there's 12 months in a year, that's 5 pounds. That's a pretty rapid weight loss, brother. Just want you to make sure you understand that when you do this, there will be loose skin, especially at the rapid deficit of weight that you're gonna be going through. There's just no way around it. And they look at you like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Or sometimes we don't even talk about it that much. All the time, but they want it done super fast. And thank you. You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. They want it done super fast. They want to lose 5 pounds a fucking month, man. There's 52 weeks in the year. 52 divided by 5. Folks, I'm going to tell them that, but it's your job. You got to do it. If there's 5 pounds and there's 52, they got to lose like about a pound a week, man. That's pretty fucking nuts. Yeah, that's pretty fucking nuts. 60 divided by 52. They got to lose 1.15 pounds a week. Damn, that sucks. That's yeah. But hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. You know what always ends up happening, right? You tell me. You have way more experience than I do, that's for sure. But they start going to the gym, right? And then they start adopting the culture, the discipline, and then they actually start enjoying it. And then once you get them to the gym and they're going consistently, boom, that's it happens. It happens. It's like a rebirth. They just they start getting it now. They like the weights. They like moving it. Right? We just got to hear them out, get them to the gym, and then hope to the universe that they will have the epiphany at the 3rd month thing, going like, dude, this is really cool and all that shit, and then they end up liking it, and then they end up wanting to do it the right way. They start informing themselves and going on social media and following the right people, or learning about the right procedures and all that shit. That's honestly the best. That's when you really feel great, because it's like, okay, I'm not only changing this person's life and helping them accomplish their body goal, I'm actually changing their what do you call it? That word that I'm looking for. You're changing, absolutely. Although it's always the hope they end up seeing the lifestyle. Exactly, 100%. Their paradigm. Like, you help somebody get in shape. That's great. That's cool. But when you can change their paradigm, fuck, dude, that's the high you're trying to chase. Where everything just clicks in their brain and they fucking get it now. And it's like, dude, it's not rocket science. It's just, and you're like, yes, tell your family, tell your grandma, tell your papa, tell your mama, get him over here, get him on the plan, let's go. I love it personally. It's awesome seeing someone change their whole life for the better understanding. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. All right. Well, it's 9:02. I have a very rigid sleep schedule. Let me show you my sleep scores, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. I have somebody to fucking share my sleep scores with. Let's fucking go. Where's the freaking health app? There it is. Sleep score. Whoop. Look at my data. Yeah. I'm always in the 90s, bro. I'm very proud of it. We got 87. I don't know if you can see that shit, man. We got 87, 91 on Thursday, 95 Wednesday. Ah, fuck. Tuesday sucked ass. I remember why. Monday, 93. Sunday, 68. Fuck you. 68? Okay, you know what? They're right. 88, 90, 97, 84. Fuck, that's not good. Oh shit, that was a bad weekend. I was going through something. 94, 94, 86, 96. I didn't wear my watch that day. But it's almost time for me. I love a good sleep. It's awesome, bro. You wake up, hearing those 90s made me jealous. Ah, dude, it's crazy. You can get them. But you gotta be ready to be the villain. If you have a girlfriend or parents or family members that are used to like chilling with you, my shutdown cycle started 2 hours ago. But I decided it's like an experiment I'm running, so I have to go live every day. And I was like, fuck, I gotta do it. And I was like, oh, what better way than to do some data entry? That's the excuse to go live. At 7, it starts my fucking shut-off cycle, and nobody fucking talk to me. Freaking turning off my phone, or I'm putting it to charge and putting my watch to charge. I take whatever shower I'm gonna take. I stop eating usually around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., and then I just chillax, bro. The most ergonomic sleeping position you'll ever see a grown-ass man in. 2 pillows behind the back, all the way tucked down to the bottom so that there's that lumbar support, with 2 pillows right underneath my knees so I get that thing off my back. And I'm watching fucking nostalgic shows from the 2000s, from the 90s, from 2010s, with Adventure Time, Regular Show, Dragon Ball Z, the Pillow Method mentioned. Yeah, baby, the pillow, woo! And I'm watching that shit, bro, and it's nostalgic, so it hits me right where it fucking needs to hit me to go like, I feel good, yeah. And then 8:39 starts hitting, my eyes start feeling heavy, bro. I'm like, oh shit. And before you know, it's like 9:30. I'm like, I'm clocking out, and I throw away all the pillows. I dim down the TV, or I turn it off. I would like to turn it off, but my girlfriend says she can't have it off. She needs it at least dim. So I dim it. I either get on my side sleep position on the left so my stomach acids, it's crazy. Or I have no problem sleeping like this as well, the vampire method and shit. I usually like to grab the fucking thing, like I got handcuffs or something. And then I'm out like a fucking light, bro. I'm out like a goddamn light. B410. I cannot believe I found someone else that uses it. It's almost the same. It's 10:05 where I'm at. I'm about to sleep. Dude, I want to meet you, brother. Where do you? Let's keep each other. Let's keep fucking talking to each other. When you'll go live, I'm gonna try to join. When I go live, you try to join. At one point, we'll share Instagram, and then we gotta make a YouTube video together, bro. I want to train with you. I would love to go train with you. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Felix Raspberries. I went to the all-inclusive resort Xcaret Me Casa Arte, and I worked out there for a whole last week, and it was really badass. I really enjoyed the food and the people and the ambience, and I would love to record something like that with you. I'm gonna be going to Disneyland on February the 12th, I think. It's gonna be on a Thursday. And we're gonna document that. We're gonna make a video there, and yeah, dude, Xcaret Arte is in Cancun, Mexico. It's an all-inclusive 5-diamond resort. We were there for a whole last week. It was very privileged to be there. It was awesome, and we're gonna be going to Disney. We're gonna be going to a freaking GameCon that's happening in Arizona and Phoenix. Yo, you Mexican dog, let's fucking go! That's fucking awesome, man. Hell fucking yeah, let's get it. Dude, we gotta do something, bro. We gotta do something at some point. At some point this year, we have to either meet up halfway or I go to you and we gotta fucking film some shit and we gotta put it out there on YouTube and we gotta get in front of the people, man. We gotta fucking do that. It's gonna be awesome. I'd love to interview you or some shit. But yeah, man, but now I'm up in Indiana, but I'm down to do something. Fuck yeah, bro. Let's fucking do something, bro. But I'm gonna let you go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep too. We checked off going live today. We're gonna go live tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Maybe in the morning, creating the breakfast for the day or something. But yeah, dude, fuck yeah. I'm so glad we were able to connect. Swolebean 23. Fuck, dude, this is awesome, man. This is exactly what we gotta do. 1000%. I'll let you go, man. I got my notifications on for you. Same here, brother. You take care. See you in the next one.